be our malware and threats. So as I described before, malware is just a piece of code coded by the hackers or penetration testers to gain a function, some different functionality. Each and every malware has a different functionality over there. And the major objective of the malware and threats is to simply understand the core mechanism, what is called bind shell and what is called reverse shell. So in the short form, you can see over here on the screen, malware is a malicious software computer program designed to infiltrate and damage the computers without the user consent, the user interaction. Most of the people in nowadays, they basically prefer the cracked version of each and every software. Why the cracked version? Cracked versions are also malwares. You're not aware about which malware is affecting your server and which making a proper connection on the server side. So the major objective of this scenario is basically to understand what is the function of malware and threats. Threats are just like your flow, your weaknesses on a specific server, and malware is a piece of code. Shell code, which I told you last time, shell code is just like your payload or piece of code, but it's written in assembly language. So in the meanwhile, you can see over here, malware is generally terms covering all the different types of threats of the computer safety, such as your viruses, your spyware, your worms, Trojan, rootkit, and so on. Most of the systems are affected by the viruses. And each and every malware, just like your virus, spyware, your worms, Trojan, has a different functionality over there. For example, if you talk about if the system is affected by this virus, it will slow down the core mechanism, it will slow down the performance, it will pop up unwanted malicious websites, or it will redirect the client request to a different one. Spywares are mostly used in lots of industrial areas for spying someone's employee or a client. If you talk about the purpose of the malware, as I mentioned you, each and every malware has a different functionality and the purpose are totally different. Malware includes computer viruses, worms, Trojan horse, and spyware. These malicious programs can perform a variety of functions, as I mentioned you. Stealing, including stealing of what? Encrypting or deleting sensitive information. Altering, modification, hijacking the core computer, gaining unauthorized access, and monitoring the user's activity. Through the malware, we can perform lots of functionality in the session. But the most important part is to understand which kind of malware is affected by the server side. For example, you see common types of malware. Does anybody can tell me about any of the malware that you guys know about? Like what is the function of virus, worms, Trojan horse, spyware, ransomware? I think you guys have heard about the ransomware attack. Divyans, do you know about the ransomware?
Yes, sir.
Can you evaluate a little bit?
Sir, in ransomware, our whole system is being encrypted, and we need a key to decrypt the uh, system, and we have to pay for the key.
Yes, the whole data on the server side will be encrypted, or it could be properly asking for a key to decrypt it. So it will be. So what was the last ransomware attack? Was the major attack that was happened in 2017?
WannaCry, Eternal Blue.
Yes, right. And the latest news in the today's 2020, Haldiram has been compromised one of the ransomware attack. If you search for the Haldiram,
you mean 7.5 lakh rupees? You mean 7.5 lakh rupees का वो जो दोनों के बीच में compensation हुआ है?
Yes. They asked for $7.5 lakh. Noida snack manufacturer Aldiram faced a ransomware attack on the server by hackers who allegedly encrypted all its files and data and application and system and demanded a ransom of 7.5 lakh USD. That would be on your around 5 crore. Given access to the stolen data, while a complaint was submitted from cyber cells on January 17 years. See, a proper ransomware attack was there. While encrypted ransomware shot, hackers attacked Haldiram's server and encrypted all its files, data, and applications. So they have given a proper file of this one. That's on receipt of the official information. Senior Manager ID Ashok Kumar Morte informed Aziz Khan, your DGM, to solve this issue. However, accessing the server of the company, Aziz Khan found that all the server of the company has been hacked and hit by a cyber attack malware, popularly called a ransomware attack. Upon company aware of the attack, officially reached to the corporate office. So let's see. Okay, it's given a proper details. A proper scenario has been given. So a proper ransomware could be an attack which can caused by anything. So if we talk about a virus, let's talk about one by one all the malwares over here. So the first thing we have a virus. As we have mentioned before, a virus is a vital information resource or disease which has a functionality which is a common malware that can execute itself. It's a self-replication, a type of malware which can execute itself and spread by infecting other programs and files. It can infect all the things one by one on the network, and it got hit by the attacker point of view. Same just like your worm. Worm can also be self-replicate. It can execute itself, it will self-replicate. Means replicate means it will make a duplica. Duplica means your mirror. 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 4, 16, 16 into 16. You can simply say this one. A worm can self-replicate without a host program and typically spread without a human interaction or directly from the malware authors. Basically, it will consume worms can consume only the memory of the hard drives or the space memory. So it will consume one by one all the drivers on the network. A Trojan horse. A Trojan horse are basically the genuine application, but it's the most dangerous malware in the entire cybersecurity firm. Most of the Trojans are basically used to crack softwares to run, but over here, a Trojan horse is designed to appear a legitimate program in order to gain access to the system. Access to unauthorized system access. Once activated following installation, Trojan can execute their malicious functions, which can lead to malware attack. You can see spyware. Spyware is also made to collect information and yeah, today we're gonna try to create a Trojan first. So with the help of MSF Venom, and we're gonna use Metasploit for that. Spyware are mostly used in various things. For example, spywares in home utilization can be used for spying on their kids or their entire house. Spyware is made to collect information on the data which is device, user, and observe their activity without their knowledge. Without their knowledge, software can be accessed or compromised one by one. So the major objective of this one is to simply get all the possibilities. Spyware is just like to collect information on the server side. So if we talk about the ransomware, so the major cause of ransomware is simply we trust unauthorized access. But how does a ransomware attack looks like? If I talk about the word ransom, ransom means something something like your wanted. Ransomware is a type of malware from cryptography and threatens to publish the victim's data, perpetually block access to unless it's paid. Ransom is paid some kind of amount, you can say. So it would be like this one. There would be a timer which is going over here, raised every time slot, and your file will be lost in. So after 2 hours, they're gonna raise the amount. After 6 hours, they're gonna delete your data permanently. That could not be encrypted in a normal form. And ransomware attacks has a public key and a private key. A public key which is used for encode the file, and the private key is for decode the file, which can be used in various type of techniques. So most of the time, attackers use the cryptographic logical flow that could be used for information part, and various techniques can be flow over there also. Think about it. If you are a good programmer, you can create your own malware. Most of the malwares are created in C programming. If you know the C programming, the basic C programming, you can create your own malwares. Demand a ransom payment from the victim in exchange of the decrypting the system data. Same just like over here given, a rootkit. A rootkit is also a software that is basically used to gain unauthorized access and the admin privileges. You can see over here, it is created to obtain administrator level access to the victim system. Once installed, the program gives threat actors root or privileged access to the system part. Same just like your backdoor. A backdoor, most of the servers are infected with the backdoors, and we are not aware about those things. A backdoor virus or a remote access trojan, which is called your RAT, which is also basically used to create a backdoor means when you are done with the software or done with the system. So you will place a backdoor whenever you can connect with that server with the application that you left behind. A backdoor means an application or a malware which is left behind when we are able to connect it again into the unrestricted system that allows threat actor to remotely access without altering the user or the system security program, which is your firewall and your antivirus. But now most of the now modern days of firewalls and antivirus are more smart because they can simply can caught the attack type. A ransomware attack can be majorly caused when an application is been hit by the client side. Adwares. We are aware about the adwares. When we are visiting any website in any other time, we see some pop-ups beside, just like buying something new, like your pop-ups, banners, you can say. Adwares is used to track a user browser and download history with the intent to display a pop-up banner advertisement that alert the user to making a pay purchase. If you simply click any of the adwares, for example, see, these are the adwares. And with the help of these things, attacker try to place or trace each and everything. See, this is also an adware. Place your order now. Adverts are just like a pop-up. If you click this one, it will redirect the client request to a different source. That could be a malicious or depends on that.
I'm not able to see.
Hmm?
I'm not able to see, sir. Screen रुक गई है.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay now? Is it clear? See this one.
Yes, sir. Now
This simple adware. Simple adware, redirect the client request to a different one. Pay and get instantly. An adware can redirect the client request to a different source and open a free account. Why should we do this one? Just check the URL. What exactly the URL is saying. See, this could be a redirection of adwares. Place an order. Most of the websites nowadays, Facebook has disallowed all the adwares on their website. So the major perspective of this one is to simply highlight or tell aware about these things. Attackers can pop up anything on your browser and it can be clicked over here to redirect the client request. Redirect the client request, that would be help us a lot of part. So yes,
like an advertisement, like a pop-up window of an advertisement just comes in front of in front of us. If, like it's gonna get
yes,
active
exactly.
only like it will get active only when we'll click that.
Your voice is getting cut. Can you speak properly?
Like that adware will get active only when like we are
Siddharth,
gonna. Yes, sir. No?
can anyone can understand his words?
Like I'm trying to say now it's clear.
Siddharth, I'm not getting your voice properly. Just check your internet first.
Okay, so
Anybody else has a question?
like so now it's audible.
Siddharth, can you write it down, a message over here, so I can understand properly, because I'm not getting your point, Siddharth. Okay. The adwares will get active when you can simply click on that. No, your voice is still stuck.
Hello.
Is it okay now over there? Can you hear me, Siddharth? Okay, let me tell you one thing, Siddharth. Whenever a pop-up is over there, for example, this is an advertisement. Yes, now it's audible. Yes. So what was your question?
Hello.
Yes, Siddharth, I can hear you. I can't
Yes,
say
sir.
I'm,
Yes, sir. So like
I can't say bar. Siddharth, you can ask your question later on. Your voice is not getting properly.
okay,
Okay,
sir.
thank you so much. So let's talk about the keyloggers first of all, guys. So So keyloggers are also the software just like your spywares. These are also used for collecting information. Keyloggers also called as system monitors. What system monitor means? Whatever the keystrokes you are typing over here, it will make a logs on the server side. System monitor are used to see everything a user does on the computer. It includes emails, open password, open page, programs, and keystrokes. Keystroke means whatever you're typing over here. So these are the type of malwares, but they in the world of cybersecurity there are lots of type of malwares. Yes. Do you have any questions, Siddharth?
Yes, sir. Now it's audible.
Do one thing.